Well, there's some good ones in here. I think you're gonna like it. Hello everyone, welcome back to Emma Bobbins. I am Emma and here is where we talk about all things cross-stitch and sometimes other stuff. Today we're carrying on with the Etsy wishlist series. I don't think I mentioned it in the last batch of videos that I uploaded, but I will be doing kind of like a small business edition as well, because these are just all the patterns that I have saved on Etsy. I have more. I save it in Notion so that I can keep track of what I bought or what I would like, and I have a lot to update, so that will be coming after we finish all the Etsy stuff. We're into very meaty ones now. The categories I have left have like 20 plus patterns in them each. Today we're going to be going through the miscellaneous ones that I just can't find anywhere else to put them in, so grab your beverage. Mine's is just water because it's very warm today. Despite me wearing a jumper, it's very warm. I do have my shorts on. Cannot beat ice cold water. Let's get into the miscellaneous patterns, shall we? Let me just scooch over. So the first one I have on my wish list is the Rocket Planet Cross Stitch by Fairy Cakes. Fairy Cakes are very local business for me, so anything that I could do to support a really local business I am up for. So this is one of their only cross stitch patterns, I think, but it's such a simple design, but I really like it. I love the rainbow. I love the fact it looks like, I'm not gonna say Uranus, lol. I don't know what other planet has a ring. Does Jupiter have a ring? I think so. It's really simple, really cute, and could probably knock it out in a couple of days. Like, let's be honest, there's not really that much to it. I say that, knock it out in a couple of days like I'm an expert and I could just like boom 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 boom. I would take weeks to do it. Some people could do it in days. Okay, the next one is a little bit of a different one because I just realised that it is not a digital pattern, it's actually a listing for a physical pattern. I didn't know that. I didn't look too much into it, but it is the Sorceress by Joan Elliott design. Catkin and Lily has done quite a substantial bit as of time of filming on this, and it looks absolutely incredible. I love her so much. She's beautiful. And this is sold by Polstitches design, so quite a lot of us will know Polstitches. The more that you look at it, the more detail like you find in it. Obviously you've got the owl, you've got the, is it a magpie or a crow, I think? Not sure what kind of bird it is. It's a blackbird anyway. Could be a blackbird. Blackbirds are types of birds? I don't know. Anyway, there's a butterfly, there's a little kitty cat having a big, not a big stretch, a big stretch. Absolutely gorgeous. I just didn't realise it wasn't a digital pattern because, I'm going to be honest, I prefer digital patterns. It just makes it so much easier. Well, for me anyway. I mark up my stitches and mark up RXP and then the back stitching in GoodNotes. If I have a PDF format, then there's no scrubbing or anything that I need to do. I've literally just started my Bella Filipina Gaia. I forgot what she was called, but Gaia. Getting that pattern into a PDF format that worked in markup RXP was a pain in the ass. So please, designers, if you maybe only release paper patterns, think of our poor creatures that maybe live in different countries, and postage to the UK is so expensive. I don't know why it's so expensive. Like, it was a kit actually that I've had on my wish list for a long time, but you cannot find it anywhere else for love nor money. This is where it kind of is a grey area. I think it's coming from Russia, so it's coming through Russia Post, but it's cheaper to send it to bloody New Zealand than it is to the UK. So I'm like, well, do I just like order it and send it to our family in New Zealand and like get them to hold on to it for me until I can get there? That seems a little bit excessive, but you know, that's what was going through my head. Long story short, I would really appreciate if designers ever want to, you know, just PDFi their patterns. That would be really nice. Be really nice. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, the next one, Queen of Egypt Nefertiti by Cross Stitch Kits Alla. This one looks gorgeous. I was looking for an Egyptian themed pattern because my gran, she loved Egypt. She loved everything to do with Egypt. My gran hated flying and she got on a flight to go to Egypt. She like detested flying. She was so scared, and she made it to Egypt because she just loved it so much. They didn't fly back. They actually ended up getting a boat to the UK. This was like before I was born, so this was a long time ago. She went to Egypt, and I just thought it would be such a nice piece to stitch, like just to commemorate her love of everything Egyptian. So I remember she had actually Nefertiti, and it was kind of like a statue of like her head and shoulders, kind of like a bust, and she had that ages. Like she had loads of like Egyptian inspired stuff in her house and it was really cool, and it's just made me think of her. Can you imagine how long that would take? I feel like this would be a pattern that would work far better on like a linen or even weave because there is just so much detail in it. I think it is just a mock-up design. There's not an actual picture of it being stitched on the reviews or anything like that. Maybe in the future. I've got far too much to be considering anything else right now. The next one is called Garden Carps by Chouette des Forets. I think my French is terrible. You know how I was just saying about my gran was really interested in everything Egyptian? Yeah, I'm kind of like that with like Japanese stuff. Feels really trendy to be like that now. I don't know why, but I've wanted to go to Japan since I was literally like 8 or something. I've wanted to go for so long, and I love Japanese art and all that kind of stuff. So yes, I would definitely be stitching this. And I can't remember who on Instagram. I'm so sure that I saw someone stitching it and it looked incredible. Oh, there's embroidery stitches in it. Oh, I didn't realise that. Anyway, maybe that's a challenge for me to brush up on my embroidery skills again. Oh, I don't know. Maybe we'll see. And then the next one is a little bit of black work by ExLibrist. It's called The World Turtle. It's a steampunk inspired black work pattern coming from the, I am completely drawing a blank here, but it's the Terry Pratchett universe, whatever that's called. What is that called? Discworld. So it's Discworld inspired. I started reading Guards. No, I have the audiobook of Guards, and I can't remember, there was another one that I started reading too. Was it The World of Magic or something? I got it out from the library. I didn't end up finishing it on time, so it was just auto returned and I never bothered to get it back out again. That's where we were with that. I actually really love the universe though of Terry Pratchett. I haven't really touched on it all that much. I feel like it's something so classic that I really want to get through everything from Terry Pratchett at some point in time. I understand that's a very big undertaking, and I put into the library to get the fourth wing. ACOTAR was good. I only read the first one. I didn't feel like instantly drawn back to go read the next one, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like I must find out what happens. I was just like, oh, cool, and then put it down and never thought about it again. Waiting on a fourth wing, and then I'll maybe just try and sprinkle in some Discworld into my reading at some point in time. It's gonna be a long ass video. I've already been doing for 13 bloody minutes. Okay, the next one is by Climbing Goat Designs, and this is The Wonders of the Night Sky. I love patterns like this. The kit that I was talking about, I will tell you what it is. I realise I didn't mention that. It's The Night Sky by Panna, and you cannot get it anywhere for love nor money because I think they are based in Russia. So you can only order it directly from them, and it's very expensive because it's a kit. It's huge, plus I need to pay for postage from Russia. I'm kind of divided because I understand what's happening in Russia is not the people's fault, but at the same time, like, it feels wrong to support a Russian business. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just, to be honest, I don't really have it in my budget right now to go and buy it. Maybe eventually I might end up with it. I don't know if what I've just said is really controversial or not. It's just my opinion. Please don't come for me in the comments. I'm really torn. Let me know what you think. What would you do? The Climbing Goat Designs one is a very good alternative, I think, if I don't end up getting the Panna one. I haven't fully decided yet. I know Climbing Goat Designs, their patterns are incredible anyways. I'm sure this one wouldn't disappoint, and oh, can you just imagine all the gold in like a metallic? There she goes again, wanting everything in bloody metallic. It would look cool though. I don't think anyone could disagree with that. I just realised, I was like swiping through the pictures on it, 35-page PDF, single page charts, split page charts, detailed stitching directions, and a full introduction to the night sky. Wow, that's a lot actually. I know the Climbing Goat Designs patterns are a little bit more expensive, but when you're actually getting that much content, that's really worth it actually, I think. The next one is so miscellaneous, I just really couldn't fit it into any other category. This is like peak of miscellaneous. It's a sun in a little mini bottle. Very cute. By Cute Patterns by Maria. I love it. That would look so good on the fabric that I'd done the mermaid on. Oh, she has more. Okay, let's not get into that, but I really love the sun one. He's very cute. They have a moon one too. Next on the list, should have probably been in, well, not could it have been in the spooky category? Probably, but I decided to put it here, and it's by NathNolu. It's Ghost Love. The little ghosty giving you his hat and a kiss at the same time. So cute. Who wouldn't love a face like that? That would make such a good gift. See, on like a Valentine's card or something like that. If I could ever convince Troy to do cross stitching, he could do something like that for me. I doubt it. Next one is a really simple one actually by the Stitch Patterns, and it's just a couple of hearts that are overlapping, which I think was really simple but is actually really effective. Again, that's one you could crank out probably rather quickly. Oh, she has a whole collection as well. Oh, I need to stop. I need to stop scrolling down on patterns because then I just see this is also by the same creator. No, stop growing my wish list. I love that one because it is very, very simple and very nice. And I think it would look really nice in like, you know, like a kitchen or like a dining area. I think it would look quite nice there. I don't know why. Okay, next one, we're getting into a beefy one. This is a golden anatomical heart with flowers by Chilltime Needleworks. I'm sure I saw someone on Reddit stitching this and it was, oh, the detail was phenomenal. Of course, I had to go on and add that to my wish list, although it's 300 by 400 stitches using 114 colours. So this is where I get into the problem that I like far too many huge patterns, but it is gorgeous. The next one is a Space Shuttle blueprint, and it is a blackwork pattern by X Collective. I'm pretty sure this is Lord Libidan. Those of you that don't know, Lord Libidan have a huge resource on their website, like just for everything cross stitch. A long time ago, we went on our honeymoon. We flew out of Houston and we went to the Space Center there, which was incredible. Like, we were only there for the morning because our flight was later that day, so we didn't get a huge amount of time there. Really reminds me of when we went to Houston, and then we went to Florida as well. We went to Cape Canaveral. We actually saw it wasn't a SpaceX launch, it was the launch of Osiris-Rex, which was going to somewhere. Oh shit, where did it go? I'm pretty sure I still have the footage, so if we do, I'll like show you the video we took. It was incredible. It was such a good day.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And the Kennedy Space Center was just incredible as well. So Osiris-Rex was the first US mission to collect a sample from an asteroid. We saw that launch in September 2016, and it only returned to Earth in September 2023, so last year. So it took like a whole, how many years is that? Like 7 years to actually come back to Earth. And it did. It made it. Yeah, me and space, yes, we go together hand in hand. The next one, which will come as no surprise to anyone, is another Stitchrovia pattern called Sweet All Sorts. I actually don't like Licorice All Sorts, apart from the ones with the yellow or the pink on the outside and the little bit of licorice on the inside, and it kind of tastes coconutty. That's the only one I like. Everything else, no, not interested. But I really like how bright and nice this pattern is. It would look really nice in like a kitchen. Troy, on the other hand, loves Licorice All Sorts. It could be another pattern for him and a little gift. And the next one is a Ramen Great Wave. Is it Kanagawa? Is it in the British Museum? I think it is. I think I've seen a cross stitch kit from the British Museum for it. So it's kind of like the Great Wave, but instead inside a ramen bowl. And this is by Wild Bluebell Patterns. I'm going to be honest, I've never tried ramen, but I love the sound of it and I think it looks incredible. So if you have any recommendations for ramen restaurants anywhere that sells ramen, doesn't have to just be a ramen restaurant in the Glasgow area, or even maybe in Scotland, maybe we would make a trip of it, please let me know, because I'd be really interested to try it. Although the only thing that puts me off is I'm not a huge fan of pork. Traditionally pork broth, which I guess is technically not pork, but yeah, I don't know. The next one is Capturing Dreams by Stitch Fanatic. So this is an old school film projector projecting out a rainbow. If you've been here for a little while, you know that I love photography, videography, anything to do with that. I absolutely adore. I think that would be a really nice print cross stitch kit to work on, to like hang in my office in the future once I have a nice little place to call my own, because just now this whole workspace is shared. I think it would look really, really cool. The next one is a little teeny tiny bookmark, and it's a Starry Night. You know, is it Van Gogh? Oh god, I'm showing how uncultured I am now. By the Stitch Patterns. I'm sure I saw someone on Instagram again that had made a small version of it, and it was so effective considering how small it was. Like, I really like patterns that work well even when they're like shumped down. Like, it doesn't have to be huge, you know? Says her that's drawn to really large patterns. Is what it is. The thing is, I don't read a lot of physical books anymore. Like, I wouldn't go to a bookshop anymore and buy a book. As much as I love bookshops, I wouldn't go and buy a fiction book just to read. I would go and buy like a coffee table book or something like that, you know? I wouldn't just... I'm sorry, it sounds really bad. I loved reading when I was younger and like snuggling under my duvet, pretending like I'm sleeping and I'm not. I've actually like got a light on and reading under the covers. I was that kind of girl. Next couple are all by Chilltime Needleworks. So first one we'll start with is this beautiful pattern of dahlias and bubbles, I guess it kind of looks like. It's so colourful, it's absolutely gorgeous, but again, a huge undertaking. No pictures of the actual finished piece. I'm kind of reserved sometimes with large patterns if they don't have a really clear mock-up, because I'm like, is that going to show a lot of artifacts in it or not? I'll maybe make this into a separate video, but my problem with Hades is, not all of them, just some of them, they have a lot of artifacts in them that really should be cleaned up, and it just doesn't feel like the time or effort has been taken to do so. You don't need to take just a picture and then just run it through a converter and then that's it. I would appreciate it a lot more if it was cleaned up, and therefore if I think that's going to happen, I probably wouldn't stitch it. I'm not too sure about these ones. Again, I'm intrigued to see how they would turn out, therefore they are on the wish list. And then also by Chilltime Needleworks we have, of course, another geisha, because apparently I can't have enough geishas. She's gorgeous, and again, it would just be a huge undertaking, huge amount of time. Would it translate well? Don't know. I think that remains to be seen. I would be pretty hopeful. I think it's the last one by Chilltime Needleworks is the Celestial Fantasy Eye, which I have seen finished and I'm pretty sure it was on Reddit again. It looked really, really good. I would actually consider doing that one in future, although I don't know, maybe you could switch out the blue, like as much. I do love the blue. The blue's gorgeous. Could you maybe substitute it for like a pink and purple kind of colour combo? I think that would look really nice as well. The next shop's on holiday, that's very sad. We'll go through it anyway. So this one's a geometric cross-stitch pattern by Noussa Creation Store, and it's almost like little boxes, but the colour range changes throughout it. Ooh, it's so pretty, but you couldn't make any mistakes on that, I don't think. And I don't think I'm not that good to not make a mistake yet. I'll leave that on the wish list, and now looking at it, I'm looking at it different, and it almost looks like little diamonds, whereas before I saw it as like a 3D plane of boxes. It's really weird that sometimes your perspective changes on something that you've looked at a billion times before. And also by Noussa Creation Store is this gorgeous Rubik's Cube that's kind of melting. Again, I think I saw this stitched on Reddit and it looked incredible. I love that. I love the colours in it. I think I'm drawn towards things that are really bright. I don't know why. I just feel like I am. My taste is very varied. Okay, second to last one is these Succulents. Again, I think I've seen this on Reddit fully stitched up and it looked so amazing. This is by Millie Cooper Patterns, and I mean, I'm not a huge plant person, but I really liked that when I saw it all stitched up. It looked really, really cool. And the point of the wish list, I don't know if I need to clarify this, is just to have like a range of stuff that when I'm ready, I'll just go and pick something that I can go and work on. I know a lot of you will go and just buy patterns left, right and centre, and if that works for you, then that's totally fine. I find that my taste changes quite quickly sometimes, so if I'm not really feeling it, then it's never going to get done, let's be honest. That's why I just keep them all on wish lists instead of actually purchasing them like there and there, unless I know for a fact, because I've just done this today. I went and bought a pattern that I have no intention of starting, but I love, love, love it. You'll see that in the next floss tube. Actually, I don't know when you'll see this video, so maybe I already mentioned it in the floss tube. It's another dragon by Nadija Gavrilankova. I went and bought another one because I'm just having so much fun working on Dragon Dance of Lake Depths. So the last one is another Stitchrovia design, and it's the little happy sunshine. He's so cute. He looks so happy. I just want to go and stitch everything like right now. Right now. I could actually really happily quit my job and just become a full-time cross-stitcher. Probably all of you guys would agree. I hate the adult responsibility that comes with being an adult. I want to cross-stitch. Is it all so cool? That's it? We're done? We're done. Oh my god. That was 22 patterns I fired through in about 30 minutes of recording. The next biggest categories I have are 25, 34, and then 38. And then 48. There's big chunky videos to come. So if you like this, please like and subscribe if you want to see some more coming in the future. I will be filming some more right now, but you'll probably see that a little way down the line. And yeah, let me know what one's your favorite, if there's any patterns that maybe you think I'll like and you need to really influence me to buy them. I'm always up for that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Love you. Bye! Let's just sort this mop out. Yes, it too. I feel like a dog. Like, I guess that's just pets in general. Cats do that to her. Woo! I just spat all over the camera. Ew. Ew. I see. Buy a cute button. Blah. And here we go again. I need to take a picture for the thumbnail. Maybe I could use this one for the game round. Wait, I don't have enough hands.